the June vlog episode. I nearly forgot to make it this month, but then I realized what day it was, so I'm just recording this now, and I'll be posting it in the next couple of days when I manage to get it all edited and sorted. I wanted to come up on this month, and at first I was like, I don't have anything to share with anyone. It's been so hot here that I've hardly done any actual creating of projects because just moving and you break into a sweat. It's crazy. But I did sit down and take some notes before I started to film this, and I realized that actually I have accomplished a lot, even though I haven't made a lot of stuff. So this month there's no Etsy update on the shop because I didn't make much to sell, but I'm still, having sat down and looked at all of these things that I've managed to accomplish, I've still done a lot, which is, pretty impressive considering my time constraints and, the heat, which I am not a person for hot weather. I much prefer the cooler weather. For me, September temperatures and May temperatures are the best, and that's the way it should be all year. But excessive heat for me is just, I'm deadly. However, I wanted to share with you the things that I did actually manage to accomplish behind the scenes. And even though I don't have much to share with you physically made this month, I actually did do a lot of things. I had a backlog of videos that I had filmed but never edited, and I actually managed to almost finish and schedule all of those videos. So I have most of my YouTube channel content for the month of July practically done, which is great because it's holiday time. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to manage to post in August and stuff, but the more I've got scheduled ahead of time, the better it is. So I did like 9 videos, so that took a lot of time. I also sat down and prepared sell sheets and a mixed media art portfolio for my next step in my business. And so that was really nice to actually say, hey, I've sat down and I figured out how it works, and I did it. And so now I've got the bases done, and all I have to do is add to it anytime I have some other makes that I feel are worthy of that portfolio. I also did a lot of updates on the website. I blogged a bunch of stuff that I should have blogged a long time ago. And I must have posted about 10 retroactive posts on the site. I also prepared a freebie, the one that you saw in the 3D butterfly video, which if you haven't seen, I can link it somewhere up here in the video at some point. I've kept working on my Facebook group. We've got a couple of new people, and I'm trying to organize my very first swap. And there's still plenty of time to join it. So if you want to join my Facebook group, Create Wildly, you can just find the post where I've written about the swap. We're going to do some ATCs this month, and I'd love to have more people on board. The more the merrier. It's still a small group, but I'm hoping to make it a nice little community as time goes on. I also managed to make 2 whole sales on my Etsy this month of 2 journals that went to the States. And it was so nice to actually have the feedback on those journals, and it was absolutely heartwarming, and it just made my day. reading the reviews. And I also managed to finally find out more information on how to get into a market here locally. I read a whole book. I finished a whole book called The Art of the Fold, and I'm currently starting a new book called Handmade Books at Home by Chanel Lee from Bitter Melon Bindery. And I'm really enjoying it. It's great to see how other people bind the books and do them. Hers are so simple and minimalist and very relaxing, which is the opposite of my chaotic life. So I'm hoping to absorb some of that by osmosis. And another thing that I achieved this month, which was super excited, is from the photography side of my business. I have a personal project that I have been working on in the past year and a half called Kintsugi Mama, and it focuses on celebrating stretch marks on a woman's body. And I finished editing all my photos and I've started submitting them to competition and features and stuff like that. And 3 of my images were featured on Photo Vogue, which is a really hard thing to get into and get featured on. In like 5 years, I had like 4 images featured, and in the past 2 weeks, I've had 3, and they're all Kintsugi Mama ones, and that is amazing for me because I put my heart into this project and helping women to see their bodies as the amazing things that they are. I'll post a link to the Kintsugi Mama Project in the comments below, but otherwise you can find it on my website, livewildandfree.co.uk. So yeah, pretty much I've achieved almost all of my goals for the month of June, and that was incredible. Even though I haven't made a lot, when you actually sit down and write down what you've managed to do, it's reassuring that there's progress being made. And I just wanted to share that with anyone who decided to take the time to watch this. So nothing. I hope you're enjoying your summer if you're in the northern hemisphere, and the cooler weather if you're in the southern hemisphere. And I can't wait to share with you what I get up to in the month of July. Take care of yourselves and keep creating.